What is up, my dude and dudettes, and welcome back to TellerTube. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the subreddit r/choosingbeggars. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date with my latest videos. And with that being said, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Give me all the iPads. Okay, so I am in New Zealand. We are currently preparing for a countrywide 4-week-long lockdown coming into effect officially tonight due to COVID-19. I have 2 children, one being school-aged. He has been home for a few days now. His school has been absolutely amazing in my opinion, keeping the parents informed and providing online schoolwork/activities to keep up routines and normality. Apart from our phones and desktop computer, we have no other devices at home. The school was offering the opportunity to borrow a school tablet to households that do not have a tablet of their own. I jumped at the chance. My son loves school, and this means he can access all the school stuff while at home. Perfect. I visit the school office today to pick up the tablet that has been put aside for me. The lady in front of me was in the middle of signing out a device. She was telling the office she needed 5 devices for her children. The school had made it very clear that this is a 1 device per household. She was given 1 laptop. No, she needs 5. She has 5 kids and they all need their own device. They cannot share. The office lady held firm, 1 device per household. Old Choosy then asked for 2 iPads as well as the laptop for her 5 kids. Her younger kids needed the iPads. They can't use a laptop, don't be silly. Again, the office lady held firm, 1 laptop or 1 iPad or nothing. Old Choosy ended up storming out with the laptop, beaking all the way. I'm not even sure if all her 5 children went to the same school. At least one had to be able to get the laptop. Oh no. Karen, you should be grateful they're even giving anything away. Come on. Choosing beggar attacking a doctor who of course has nothing else going on right now. Oh no. First time poster, I'm a physician. Obviously, things have been a bit crazy lately. I've been doing telemedicine during my downtime for a large company, since many people cannot get in to see their doctors. The way it works is that there's a virtual queue of patients. The next patient pops up, the next available doctor takes the consult. We can't choose who we see. We can't access any other chart except for the one we're consulting on. So I call the next patient that pops up. He tells me that he's fine, but he wants the consult for his wife. She's not registered as a patient with this service, but in his words, "I figured it would be quicker to do it this way." I explained to him that I cannot consult a patient who is not registered. I cannot document one person's information in another person's chart. In addition, if a prescription is needed, I can't electronically prescribe for a patient whose chart I'm not in, and doesn't even exist. So he starts telling me about her problem. I ask him to please stop, as I cannot consult her. Then wife picks up the phone and starts telling me her problem. I explain the situation again. She starts yelling, "So you don't even want to hear what's wrong with me? What about your Hippocratic oath?" I tell her that no, I actually don't want to hear what's wrong with her, because I can't help her. She needs to register as a patient like everyone else, and I have a line of 200 other patients waiting for a call back. And this is not an exaggeration. Her choices are register with the service or call her regular doctor, or urgent care if it is an urgent situation. She starts yelling, "What's your name? Tell me your name. Tell me your..." Click. I will say that is the unparalleled beauty of telemedicine, the ability to hang up on someone. But seriously, doctors and nurses are working our butts off right now and doing our best. Don't give me your "let me speak to your manager" attitude today, Karen. What a savage. I mean, if I was in that situation, I'd probably hang up too. Oh, I'm losing connection. Yeah, sorry, gotta go. I need a lawyer to explain the law to me, but cheap, because it's not legal advice. Right. So a lawyer friend of mine got this call recently. Choosing beggar. "Hi, so I found you on LinkedIn. Thanks for taking my call. Are you familiar with the antitrust law in XYZ region?" "Yes, I am." "Great. I've been trying to find someone for so long. It's like no one does that. Anyways, I'm one of those new put people together useless startup paradigm startups. And we have a client who needs advice on antitrust law in the region. Yes, it's a bit of a niche, isn't it? Well, we'd be happy to help. Our rates are X per hour, but we sometimes do fixed fee arrangements depending on the project." "Oh, we were hoping to pay 1/3 the amount per hour." "Well, I'm sorry, but these are our rates. You're welcome to shop around, but I think you'll find it's pretty comparable to the other qualified lawyers in the area." "But could you make an exception for us? I mean, that's the rate for legal advice, right? See, this isn't really legal advice. The client is another useless donkey disrupt the paradigm consultancy startup and want to put out informational product on antitrust law. But they aren't lawyers, so legally can't call what they make legal advice. But obviously they need a lawyer to check their work and explain to them what the law is, so is that cheaper? Well, at my job, this is the hourly rate I charge to do my job, so no. But you could say it wasn't legal advice. Actually, a lawyer advising you on the law is pretty much the definition of legal advice. But they won't be calling it legal advice when they advise their customers, and they won't be able to charge those rates. Well, yes, they aren't lawyers. Look, we don't need legal advice, we just need you, as a lawyer, to explain to us the antitrust regulations of these countries. Again, if you need a lawyer to advise you on a law, it's legal advice. But it won't be. If it's not legal advice, you don't need a lawyer to do it. But we need a lawyer to explain the law to us. Oh man. P.S. What makes this funnier is that antitrust law is basically don't let any one company control too much of the market. So by the time a company's big enough that the literal government is stepping in and going, right, you're getting too big, I guarantee that company is hiring actual lawyers and not crap knockoff business advisors. But I'm not asking for legal advice. I just want you to tell me what it is. Is this all you have? Choosing Beggar thought the supplies we went out of our way to give her were not enough. Okay, my boyfriend and I both work at a community center and happen to work the same shift tonight. In the middle of our shift, we got a phone call. My boyfriend answered and was on the phone for about 20 minutes. A disabled woman called in distress due to the coronavirus panic. There's been a shortage of supplies, toilet paper, hand sanitizer, food, etc. in our city. My boyfriend, being the lovely person he is, decided to take time after our shift to deliver 3 industrial-sized rolls of toilet paper from our work to her apartment. He also bought her a case of 24 plastic water bottles, 2 loaves of bread, and 2 canned soups. I went along with him and we delivered it to her door. She comes out and the first thing she asked was, "Is this it?" Apparently, due to her IBS, she goes through 12 water bottles a day and won't make it till Tuesday. Her next outing with a disability transportation vehicle, and questioned whether our 3 massive rolls would be more than 24 rolls combined. She also wanted vegetable soup, not the kind he bought for her. My boyfriend and I didn't know how to answer her. She kept asking us, "What am I supposed to do?" We didn't have to bring her anything at all. We are not responsible for her, nor is it even part of our job description. My boyfriend just wanted to be kind. After she kept questioning more, my boyfriend finally had enough and said, "Sorry, I don't know how to help you," and we had to leave. My boyfriend and I were shocked and confused on the way back home. I hope she didn't take advantage of his kindness. I want to assure him that he was a good person for even thinking of going over in the first place. Oh my goodness. I mean, there's really no stopping these Karens. What the heck is this baloney? You expect me to use this garbage? How dare you? But it's not safe. Almost forgot about this one. Last summer, I put a pair of tires out on the edge of my driveway. Low profile, high performance tires that were on my car when I ran over a nail. It was center of the tire, so I had the tire patched, and I actually had already ordered better tires for the car anyways. So these had less than 3,000 miles on them, but I needed to drive another day or 2 before the new ones came in. I drive very conservatively, therefore tread wear was practically indistinguishable from brand new thickness. I sat out a sign, $50 as is. It should be noted that these tires were going for $150 each, brand new at the time, so I didn't feel that $50 for the pair was unfair. They sat there most of the day while I worked on my car in the driveway. Finally, one guy stopped, looked at the tires, walked up the driveway. He asks, "Anything wrong with them?" I responded. The one had a nail in it, so I had it patched, but they both have less than 3K on them and tread wear is like new. He says, "That's not safe." I said, "People drive tens of thousands of miles on patched tires all the time. If it wasn't safe, then you couldn't get them patched." He replies, "It's not safe and you shouldn't be selling them." "What should I do with them then?" I asked. "Won't you just give them to me? Will that make them more safe?" was my reply. He said, "No, but I'm not buying unsafe tires." Again, I got snarky. If they are unsafe, then you shouldn't take them at any price, even if they were free. He looked at my car and asked, "Did they come off this car?" "Yes." "Won't you sell me 2 of those tires and then put these back on the car if you think they're so safe?" "Seriously?" I replied. "Why not?" A-hole mode engaged. I said, "These tires are not for sale. And for you, those tires are now $100. Take it or leave it, but if you ain't buying, you're now trespassing." He said, "I ain't going no frickin' where." I said, "Great. The police station is about a quarter mile that way," pointing, "and cops drive by here about once every 15 minutes. I won't even have to call since one should drive by at any moment now." And I walked towards the edge of the road. Dude went dead quiet, walked to his car, and drove off. 20 minutes later, I sold the tires for that posted price. Oh man. Wait, you're selling these? Can't I just have them for free? Free regular coffee isn't good enough. Make me a free fancy coffee. This was several years ago, but I was thinking about it today. At one of my first jobs, I worked at a small local coffee shop. A big storm had rolled through overnight and knocked out power all over the county. When I got in that morning at opening, we had power, but the outage had messed up the credit card line. We called it in and we were put on the wait list to get it reconnected. A power outage in the morning means a busy coffee shop. People can't get their caffeine fix at home and would come to the shop. We quickly realized many people didn't carry cash and we couldn't take credit. Being a friendly local coffee shop, a sign was put up saying something like, "Sorry, we can't take credit cards right now because of the storm, have a regular coffee on us." Most people were pleasant, many with cash tipped well. Then came in a middle-aged man. He stared at the sign and then said he wanted some fancy coffee drink. He was given the price and tried to hand over a card. He was told we can only do cash at the moment. He said he doesn't have any. The barista behind the register apologized and told him that he could get a free regular coffee from any of the pots. Light, medium, dark, or French were all options, and that there was cream and sugar available. He threw the absolute biggest fit. "If you are already giving away coffee, just make me what I want. And it's your fault the machine is not working, so just make me my coffee." And lots of, "Well, I'm a regular. Open a tab." Baristas do in fact know if you are a regular. He was not. After a few more minutes of ranting, he stormed out with coffee, telling us he wouldn't be back. "Chief, you're getting a free coffee. What are you complaining about?" Hey, well at least he won't be back. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash that like button as it would really help me out. Subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date with my latest videos. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.